Okay, I think I have everything set up properly this time. I've actually got the chat window over on my third screen, so that should work pretty well, I hope. So I'm working on this Godzilla versus Evangelion video. It's gonna be it's actually almost done. I got this shot 45 here at the end. That's probably the least, well, that's the pretty much the entire rest of the video. That hasn't been done yet. There's lots of animation that needs to be done there. So I'm going to be working on that for the next few weeks. We'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm going to be working on these 3 shots. We got building lift, building dislodge, and then building throw. Kind of self-explanatory, I hope. So I'm going to actually have some music going in the background. I'm actually gonna change up some Chrome settings so we don't have to listen to some painful advertisements while it's going on. That'd be a bad idea. There we go. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's see. This video, let's see, how long have I been working on it? I can't quite remember. Let's see. I have a poster that I made some time ago that was made about the same time. If I can pull it up here. Like the poster, like for the past couple videos, the first poster I make kind of signifies when I first started making the video. So let's see, it's a little further down, here we go. So this poster, it was made way back in March of 2017. So I've been working on this video for a year now, a full year. Oh gosh, a little more than a year. Alright, so I'm going to show what I'm working on. These 3 shots. So let's see. So this one is like, the motion is tweened. I haven't refined it or anything yet. So the Eva goes over, it grabs the building, and then it starts lifting. I know that motion doesn't look quite right, but it'll look right when it's done. And this shot, it's taken from the building, and the building is going to lift up out of the ground, and it's going to pull up some concrete and some dirt. There's going to be a lot of particles and stuff, so that's a complex shot in and of itself. And then we have the shot of the Eva lifting the building out of the ground, turning, and then throwing it. The building is a little off, but that's okay. We can fix that later. So this one's all blocked out, needing some refinement here and there. So I think I'm just going to start with this one. Goes over and lifts the building. Yeah, that the lift isn't quite there. So let's see here. Still have all my keyframes. The motion is all jittery, so I'm gonna just start with a pelvis. Let's just smooth some of this out and see how that looks. Ooh, you see that? Ooh, no, that right there. That's a bit abrupt, and then the thigh flips. That's not okay, but that's okay. Well, it's not okay, but it is still, I can work with it. I just need to make sure that that bounce doesn't happen, which is pretty easy enough. I'm also going to try to increase performance here by removing all the cars and buildings that don't need to be there. What building is that? Because the scene build is a little extensive in terms of, well, scene builds that I've done in the past. It's definitely not the biggest one, but it's certainly up there. Alright, sweet, I got the right building. Out of the group, because it's important. Make it invisible. And we can make the ground invisible. Just leave the roads so we can know where they're landing. Okay. I'm not going to animate any of the fingers just yet. That's going to have to happen in a while. Okay. So the point here is, let's see. Yeah, that getting up there, that's not, I don't think that's good enough here. See what I can do about that. So right now I'm just refining some of the pelvis movement to make it seem like it's like half standing up and then getting back down to grab the building, because it needs to grab it by the base. Lift with the legs. Lift with the legs. I don't... Do those look like Adidas? I don't know. This is a... Oh. Oh, there's a Godzilla staring out from over there. He does not look happy. He does not look happy. Oh, let's just ignore him. Hope that he doesn't notice. Okay, okay. So that motion needs to change a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna smooth that out a bit. Okay. Let's see. Stands up. Takes a couple steps. Okay, this step. I think he needs to lift his foot up a little bit higher. Don't worry, that move will look a lot better later on. It'll actually look like they're trying to lift a building and not, you know, make more buildings. What the f... It plays the song from the middle? Wait, no, that's an hour mix. Hey, why not? Cool. Alright. Oh, Godzilla. He's just staring off into nothing, his eyes kind of popping slightly out of his head. Let's see, are they popping out of his head slightly? Yes! Yes, they are. Very top of his head. I don't know why this one does that, but that's like the default pose. Yeah, not gonna look at him too much more. The focus is here on the giant robot trying to make new buildings. Okay, let's see. So the toes. Right now, when the foot moves, the toes move before punching into the ground a little bit. That's pretty simple enough to change. Gotta speed it up and have it start later on. Hey, look at that, that worked. Alright, it stops a little bit too suddenly. Yeah, there we go. And then I think, does the foot tilt up? Yeah, it does. Is it even on the ground? It's not even on the ground. Why? Why does that? Okay, it's on the ground here, but then it's not on the ground here. Lovely. Okay, that's easy enough to fix, though. You're not allowed to levitate inches from the ground. You must stay planted on the ground. You are not... You do not fly. Ooh, just set it to overwrite. Why is it set to overwrite? Offset. I set it to overwrite earlier. Jeez, that sucks. Might have lost some animation in there. It's okay though. I can just rebuild it. Okay, so the knee goes forward like that, and the foot stays in place. That can't happen. So let's see, the motion happens from here to here. Autosave. Autosave. Autosave! Okay, we're good. Alright. There. So what I need to do is make sure the foot stays on the ground, but also acts like a foot does. Because if you would try to put your foot into that kind of position right now, it wouldn't work. So I gotta tilt up the foot a little bit. Let's see. For animating, I don't know. For music, I know a little bit of FL Studio. Not much, though. And that's what I'll probably be using to add music. Or make music for videos in the future. But I haven't done any of that yet, so I can't really say. Ta-da! Now he's on his toes a little bit. And it looks realistic. Ish, I guess. I don't know. Let's smooth it. Haha, look at that. Smooth it a little bit more. The foot does not stay specifically on its toes. That's not bad. Let's say he just steps over and then up on the toes. Now, lifting the foot up like that caused issues with the knees. I don't know about you, but this kind of a pose does not look like an easy one to be in. Yeah, doesn't look quite right. I gotta move the knee. Here's the knee. Oh, looks like the knee already has some motion right there. There and there. Let's see. Oh, where is it going? It's going off into oblivion over there. All right. Whoa, too far. Gotta follow the motion curve a little bit so it doesn't jitter around all over the place. See ya! Is it? Okay. There we go. That looks a little better. I mean, that's pose. Okay, no. Let's not smooth. That does not look like a good pose. Oh, jeez, that looks terrible. Okay. Why? Oh, right. Okay, so I think what needs to happen is I need to conjoin that leg movement with some hip movement. There we go. I have to adjust them hips to more easily allow the foot and legs to be in a good position, which should not be too difficult. And I think the pelvis needs to move a little bit too. That'll be difficult. Let's see what we can do without it. Okay, so the knee goes from here all the way down in. So that's not a good pose either. There's the knee. Okay, looks like right here to here, the knee goes way up high and creates this pose, which I don't think is okay. We're having some issues with my blocking posing, so I'm gonna move this foot. Oh, I need to set to... No, offset should work. Okay, so that foot motion does not look good right there on his... whatever foot that is. Whichever foot that is, that's what I should say. Oh, autosave! 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 Okay. It loves to pop in at the most opportune moments. I love it. Oh, I also got to make sure the toe doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so the other thing is that the foot is not on the ground. Oh no, that was the wrong foot. Oh no. No wonder it was so smooth. Grab the toe. Okay. Go ahead. Alright. Make sure I didn't kill that other foot's animation. Now we're good. Okay. Alright, so this foot. It's off the ground, so I need to put it back on the ground. A little bit of a rotate. There we go. Let's see. Do other 3D programs have the motion editor? I don't think any others do. I think with pretty much every other animation program, you're gonna have this graph editor. This is the extent of pretty much all other 3D animation programs. It's not as easy as the motion editor, but it's also not as finicky. I usually use the motion editor because, well, it's just easier. It gives me some mixed results sometimes, though, so that's alright. Okay, see that? Look at that. Look at that. That right there is a broken foot. Oh, that just looks painful. Okay, so there's two movements here. So we got the main going down from here to here. That's when it stops. So we got the first motion. We need to rotate the foot on the toe axis. Come on, let's go. Lock it there and bring it up till it's at a good angle. That should be good enough. At the same time, rotate the toe so that it stays in place. There we go, foot roll. Easy. I apologize, but there's not much Spanish I can speak, so I can't really help you there. Oh, believe me, the Eva does not have rubber bones. The bones, it's got real bones. It just... yeah, its bones are just broken at that point. It has bones, believe me. See, that's a more acceptable toe motion rotation thing. Smooth it out a bit. Let's see. That looks a lot better. So it goes up, rotates up again, and then one more time for that last motion. Right here to there. It's not much. Doesn't need to be much. Should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go back to HD Soundy. This HD Sound one. I need to hear their stuff. Let's see. Here. Good. That should be good. All right. Back to business. You know, I could cut off the foot. Where's the camera at? Camera's over here. So the foot's not even entirely visible, but that's okay. Okay, see. So I gotta remedy that final motion. That's not an okay motion. It's not okay. So we're gonna bring the pelvis further forward for this. I gotta bring the building back. The music is pretty much just everything from this channel, HD Sound 1. It's just I have it set on autoplay, and I'll switch it to a song that I want to hear sometimes if they're there. This is not a masterpiece, believe me. This is not a masterpiece. I mean, hey, I think I fixed most of that last motion. He's trying to lift. He's trying. It's not working. Well, it will work. It's just not yet. Look up. Yeah, here, let me link HD Sound's channel. They post music from all sorts of creators all the time. It's fantastic stuff. Check it out. It's so good. I love really slow motion on audio and Audio Machine. So freaking good. Putting audio in SFM is freaking easy. Let me tell you that. All you gotta do. Here's the music I have set for this. I'm not gonna play it because I don't think there's any need to. All you gotta do is right click on the audio layer, add clip to track. I would do that right now. I really shouldn't because SFM gets unstable when I load the sounds. I have too many sounds and I need to clean up. Okay, so I think one of my big problems here is that there's not enough vertical movement in the lift. So that's why it looks so goofy. So we're gonna bring Eva down just enough so that leg doesn't buckle. And then we're gonna eliminate most of that horizontal movement because I don't like it. I don't like it. The playhead at like 80%. That isn't quite right. So let's see. Instead of stopping there, let's just bring them right up next to it. Selenia, like this. Whoa, what is going on with that knee? Holy crap. Oh my gosh, you. What is with that last motion you got there? Don't be doing that. Why are you going sideways? Stay over here. There we go. Okay. I don't play PUBG at all, let alone on mobile. I don't think my little phone, well, it's not little. I don't think my phone could possibly handle it anyways. Okay, grab the building and lift. Ah, that doesn't look like lifting now, though. Yeah, I know. It looks like they're humping the building. I know. Okay, maybe a little less of the spine movement. Let's reduce that a bit. Spine 1. No, round won't work. Playhead. That much. That looks a bit less like doing the nasty with the buildings. I think we should have... we should be able to lift it now, right? Okay. Okay, let me see. If you're lifting something, the lifting hand and the knee. Okay. So I'm going to add another motion to this foot. So instead of it leaning forward again, we're actually going to pull it way forward. I need to global axis so it stays on the ground. Maybe? I don't know if this will work or do what I want it to do. That's the elbow. That's the hand. There's the knee. Come back up here. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit too scrunched. I haven't done much mechanics, animation, body mechanics, so lifting something. Okay, I think I know some of what needs to be done here. The first thing is the collar. Yeah, we can lower this as far as we can. And then if we straighten the pelvis from directly behind, right here, it's gonna have to look a little bit like he's straddling the building, but only for a little while. Is PUBG on mobile free? Because that'd be a little enticing, though. So was Fortnite. Okay, so I need the collar and the spine. Smooth it. Okay, I think what needs to happen here is that what games do I play? Check my Steam here. I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 3 lately. That's not really... That's about it. I used to play Overwatch and Destiny 2, but you know how that went. Hopefully. Probably. Okay. So I'm gonna give... Ah, that looks much better! A little pause. And then a pull! Okay, so let's see. We have this motion where he goes down. Just... We're gonna... This song sounds very pretty. Okay, where's that pelvis motion? Right here, that's it. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit more liveliness to this motion by bringing what portions I can down, like rotate it down so that there's like a bit of weight to that action. Oh geez, that was way too fast. Color. I need the other color. There we go. Good thing I added that pause. It is free, huh? I do really like Dark Souls 3. Well, kinda. I mean, the combat is starting to get a little repetitive, but that just might be because I chose a class that doesn't really do miracles much. That actually doesn't look bad. I need more of a pause with the pelvis, though. Why'd you have to remind me of that video? You spin me right round, maggot, right round like a record. Oh, I don't need that in my life. I don't need that. No more. Okay. Maybe I should straighten the spine here a bit. Maybe that'll work. Because I gotta emphasize that drop a little bit more. Let's also untwist it just a little bit. Oops. Ah, that's good. Okay, up. And then let's have the down. Right here. I do kind of like that motion, how they just immediately go into grabbing the building. It's not bad. Oh, thank him for not bringing up that Q&A that I never finished. Thanks so much. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. Fine. Here we go. Okay, that's enough of that. There, I did it. Okay, we're done. I didn't need to do that, but I did it anyways. You're welcome. That's enough of that. Okay, raise the shoulder, lean it forward. There we go, and smooth. Okay, that last motion of the shoulder is not quite right. It shouldn't rotate like that. It should stay about here. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Looking smooth. I'm using the motion editor right now because it's a little bit... It's faster. I don't need to mess with a whole bunch of lines and tangents and things constantly. And I think that's a pretty solid plus in my book. Autosave! Got it. Okay, so the hand is all jittery. I need to really fix that. Oh, I haven't smoothed it at all yet. I'm actually going to round it a little bit and then smooth. Okay, I want to say, I'm not going to reveal too much about, like, who's actually going to win the fight, Godzilla or Eva, but I will say there is definitely going to be a defined winner. And also, the winner won't be the winner is not specifically going to be decided by who is actually canonically more powerful, but more on the lines of, like, how cool the fight would be if I did it in a certain way. So, you know, like, let's say for instance, if you put like a tank up against a plane, it would be a lot cooler if that tank could air shot the plane, even though that's super duper unlikely, and the plane would probably still win. You know, it's the rule of cool is gonna take control. Okay, we're looking a little better. It's actually play only this shot. Well, because of how big this project file is, autosaving takes a while, and autosaving happens like every 5 minutes. And only when SFM is active, and so it freezes SFM whenever autosave is happening. Okay, let's see. Grab a building, lift. I don't know about that. Maybe I should move this foot further forward. Right here. Oh, believe me, this fight will be definitive, and I don't think there'll be another Godzilla versus Eva. Okay, we're looking a little bit better here. We're looking a little bit better. This knee needs to move again. Maybe move it like this, maybe? I actually think I'll need to move the pelvis to the side a bit. Not too much, so we don't lose the other foot. Okay, so the knee needs to be refined a bit more. Where's the knee? It's all the way over here, I bet. There it is. Let's see. Let's bring it in right here. I don't actually have chat moderators right now, and with only 14 people in the chat, or in the stream, I don't think I need them right now. Maybe if these streams get a little bigger, I'll start thinking about moderators, but at this point, doesn't seem super necessary. Oh, okay. Heading out then, derpy dude. See you later. Okay, see, that looks a fair bit better, but here's my other issue. This foot right here is on tiptoes the entire time. I think I might want to change that. Oops, not gonna be another shot. Good, rotation still set. So what I'm going to do is rotate the foot back down. Super chill or crazy? Why not both? There could be a little bit of both. SFM animations usually drive me crazy. Oh, jeez, did you see that? Ooh, don't do that with the toes. Ah, ugh, that does not look right. It's gonna not do that. Playhead, please. Oh, we've transferred out from HD sound and moved into... Ooh, here we go. All right. Moved into a different group. Okay. Back. Oh. See, now that pose doesn't look right. That pose is just bad. I think I know how to fix this, though. That's just ugly pose. Jeez. Okay, so the rotation finishes about here. So I'm actually going to rotate the foot a bit. Bring it closer. What happened there? Why is it? Oh, I accidentally moved it below the ground. Ah, fine. Go back. Go forward. Nope, 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 nope. Global axis. There we go. Okay, that looks a bit better, but the spine is having issues. Alright, let's rotate you like this, bring you up. The hips need to go a little bit too. There. Look at that. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, right. Right now the foot just goes backwards and then lands inches away from where it was. So I'm actually going to modify the foot placement so that Eva could actually rightfully step forward. Because I want to keep that first step forward there. Just grab all of it. Why? It's okay. I got it. There, I fixed it. Man, I love that song. That's a good song. Okay, I didn't fix it. Be a little bit more. Yes, there we go. Grabbed it. Okay. Now if it does a little baby step. Now, since it's a little baby step, we can actually move it a little bit faster. Maybe delay it a little bit. Okay. And smooth. So the landing isn't quite as abrupt. Okay, so now the weight is distributed too far in this pose. Great. You're talking about Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla is freaking king. Yeah, there's been several instances of Mechagodzilla fighting proper Godzilla. I'm pretty sure there are Mechagodzilla models in SFM. What is the music doing? What are you doing? You gotta keep going. Don't stop. Okay, well, let's see. Alright. So far, I'm actually going to look at this in slow-mo. Step, step, grab, and pull. Nice. Okay. Okay. So now, yeah, I see Putisborn, and I'm gonna put the axe on that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. The pelvis needs to go up higher. Gotta straighten that arm out so it's like they're really pulling. Right about. Without moving the arm, hand itself. There we go. Smooth enough so that it continues on outside the shot. Okay. Now, we can't have Eva's unicorn horn sticking into the building. So, once we get it close to the building right here, to here, let's call that. Bring in rotation. There. That should be good. No, a little bit earlier. Can't have it going inside the building like that. A little bit earlier, faster. I kinda quit. You could say that. It wouldn't be entirely accurate. It's more like I just wanted to make sure people know that they shouldn't expect any pony videos from me. That's about how it goes. For a hot minute, I think. Oh, autosave! Autosave! It's autosaving. Autosave! There we go. Okay. I'm gonna proper save now. Okay. Now. Hey, that's it. Oh, he's hugging the building. He's so adorable with his evil mad face. Oh. I'm not gonna do that. Up. Okay, so as they try to lift the building up, their horn gets caught in it again. I don't want to have to go through the process of adding the particle effects for that. Because believe me, I would. Just a little stream of particles as they cut into the building with their horn. Yes, good lift, good lift. Do you even lift? Okay. So see, from the camera's perspective, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. No, Godzilla, please calm down. Oh. The end of shots without context. Yes. Excellent. You know what? Love is like a giant robot in monster fighting. Did you know Argo is the reason that I started doing pony animations? Yeah. Yeah. One of the reasons. One of the other... Oh. Yeah, I guess you could say definitely one of the reasons. No, Godzilla, stop it. What are you looking at people with that blank stare? Huh? Where are you even looking? Are you looking over here? Or are you looking over... No. Don't. Just stop. Jeez. Rude. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. Yeah, I still think Pinked and Changing the World for You are my best SFMs ever, other than maybe Storyteller, because I freaking love that video. But I've got things that I think might become new favorites. Okay, so we got a little motion that I want to do here. I gotta go grab some prop from another shot. Let's see, I'm just gonna grab it from here. Copy, I don't care. Paste. Ahaha! Okay. Ooh, what else I should do? Impact, I guess I can use this one. Even one, two. Big arms. It is the right hand. Copy. And Gravita, where are you at? There you are. And paste. Ho ho ho, it worked. Oh, the magical floating gun. Oh. It's so spooky. It floats on its own. Except it really doesn't. Just pop that into Eva's hand. Okay. Oh, I read that message. I read that message. You can't redact it without me seeing it first. You are too late. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so now the Eva's got a gun in its hand. One which is definitely not going to last long. Is this still HD sound? Yes, it is. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Back to OBS. Okay. Just A2's been sitting down there for a while. Let's see. There you go. Let's just clean it up. Just hide her for a bit. She's okay. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna do a little right here. Not enough dank memes, of course. One cannot possibly animate without the advent of dank memes. Okay, so just do this motion. And then long take to bring it back. I think this motion needs to be a little bit more towards the body. Are you kidding me? Twilight Corn was like the best thing ever when it came out. Okay, we're actually gonna start the hand motion closer. And more to the... okay. Aha! I think that's the motion I'm looking for. Smooth. Okay, do you want to know the real reason why I quit animating ponies? Alright? Do you really want to know? Are you sure about that? Okay, fine. I'll tell you. It's because it's really difficult to animate things with 4 legs. I don't like animating things with more than 2 legs. It's difficult. I can't get my head around it. I don't do creature animation. I do humanoid animation. Why do you think we got a giant 2-legged robot versus a giant 2-legged lizard? This is how it goes. And yeah, I'm gonna be real here. Those EQG models are not very good. I don't like them. Okay, unlock the root of the gun. So the gun goes here. Boom, right there. Play head. All right, stretch it out. Tangent. Away. Move down. Overwrite. No, don't overwrite. Transform. Give it a bit of a curve. So that it falls. And back to offset. Alright, that's a completely unnatural and impossible motion. How's it look from the camera? Oh, that's too fast! Should just fall. Kabam. We won't actually see it hit the ground. That's way too fast. Slow it down. Cool. What the? Why is it still moving with the pelvis? No, it wasn't. I was just being stupid. It's alright. Don't worry about me. Okay, lay it down. Oh, ugh, I hate pineapple pizza. That's a mighty punishment there. Okay, now that motion's a little bit too slow. Let's speed it up. All right, now I'm going to. This is gonna be difficult. Getting things out of something's hand and then right back into it again is not easy. So we're gonna have the Eva actually throw the gun. So we're just woo. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit more motion. Unlock. To that actual throw. Okay, see, I'm gonna give you my reasons for hating pineapple pizza. Pineapple is too sweet, and I don't really like sweet pizza. You know? Okay, and we're gonna relock it. Smooth. And unlock it. Okay, now the Eva throws the gun. Bada boom. There's a little bounciness there with the gun right there. I gotta fix that. It's loosed. There it goes. And it just descends. Gotta round it so it doesn't look too bad. Give it a little bit of a upward on its curve. Just a little bit more. That was much more of a obvious descent. Smooth. Okay, I'll animate the fingers some other time. I go through and animate the fingers separately. All right, Drago Greed. I'll see you later. Definitely avoid making your robot hump buildings. That'd be great. If I can leave you on that word. Okay, I think the gun falling is still a little bit too slow. Autosave! Autosave! Okay. Yeah. That gun falling is way too slow. And the moment it's loosed from the hand, I can't say that I do. Mostly because I'm not good at that. And, you know, you kind of have to look good if you wanted to actually do it, you know? Even if it was only for yourself. I'm not good at that kind of animation, so. I can barely do cycles as it is, so. Yeah, my videos upload to other channels kind of happens. It happens to everyone. I really just don't care at this point. Are you serious? Why does this keep happening to me? Why don't you just touch the ground? Honestly? Is that why it was so floaty earlier? Because it wasn't touching the ground. See, now it's too fast. Okay. Okay, so now the issue is that, okay, so if you were to throw something like that, actually, hold up. Dang it, somewhere else. I had a little toy gun that I was going to throw, see how it flies. Wait, I might have it. Hold up. Wait! Ooh! Oh no, there's something on top of it. I need a reference. Hold up. I gotta unplug my headphones so I can reach over here. Get out of the way! I gotta grab something. No, it's not in this box. Dang it. Okay. It's somewhere else. Well. Okay, let me think about this for a second then. If he's throwing that gun, how would it rotate? Let's look at it in super slow motion. Okay, so first off, the trajectory is all wrong. Oops, let's not do that. So we need to move it this way. But it curves. It can't curve. It needs to be straight. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. This is the beginning, and this is the end. Let's see. Is it stagger? No. So steady. No. Round. I guess round is it. Alright. Okay, so now the gun moves in a straight line. So that is its trajectory. Alright, and we need to give it the curve. Let's add a little bit more of a curve at the end. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that's where I want it to be. Bring it over there. Oh, wow, we've already been going for an hour. Nice. I'm actually getting a lot more done than I thought I would. Smooth it. Okay. Actually, let's not smooth it. So if it throws it like that, it should rotate like this. Yeah, you should probably go to bed, my dude. If it's 2 a.m. That's bad. That's bad. You shouldn't autosave. Okay. Good. Every 5 minutes. I want to lower that, but then I don't want to because that would be a bad idea. I don't think that motion's enough. The hand motion, I mean. We're gonna have to bring it up a bit. Which means its trajectory is going to change. Okay, let's keep it. SFM does do some form of backup. It just, if it crashes, it loaded to the last autosave. Okay, that motion is not enough. And it's snapping the wrist. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, I'm going to smooth out the hand here. We're going to have to redo the gun's trajectory, but that's okay. It's alright, it can be done. Alright, we're going to... Now it's a kill shot. He's holding it sideways. It's a kill shot. The character is called Eva01. And it's from the anime Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's all good. It's okay. Don't worry. That was my Discord. Don't worry about it. Give me a sec. It looks a little better, but I don't think it's fast enough. Alright, sorry about that. That was my Discord. Don't worry about it. Xbox or PlayStation? Oh, see, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I love Halo, but I also love a lot of the PlayStation games. I do have an Xbox 360 and a PS4. So I'd rather have both, really? So yeah, both. Okay, so we're gonna bring the arm back. Okay, I think the thing that I'm missing is that motion's not fast enough. That should be fast enough. I hate that though. Because it like stays too low for too long. Okay, its ending point is right. Actually, let's see about rounding this, see what that does. I certainly do not play Fortnite. I only sort of want to try it. That was an autosave. Do you see that? You see that? That was an autosave. Normal save, because that was scary. Okay. I want to try Fortnite, but only kind of. I'd rather do the PvE, honestly. But, like, that's $40. Okay, so right now that gun is moving too late. Let's speed it up just a little bit. Okay. So now the issue is the hand is staying in place. So it throws it. And then when right here, it should come back. This doesn't sound like HD sounding. It is! Audio machine. Lovely. Okay, we're still on track. We're good. Don't worry. I checked the music. We're fine. Well, you see, the thing about the Chipmunks movie is that sometimes they're on 4 legs. And I'm really bad at that, so I'm gonna have to deny that I would probably be good at animating chipmunks. Given they're mostly on 2 legs, but sometimes they're on 4, and they move like chipmunks, so that would not work for me. Okay. So the hand motion is solid, but it's not enough, so I'm going to add a little bit more oomph to it. I think the arm should straighten out. Take a little bit longer to come back. Yeah. Spiders, I'd never. I would never. Okay. So So I think now we can actually start thinking about shoulder. So we're gonna crank the shoulder forward a little bit here because it needs to counteract the arms movement. And then once it gets out to the end, we push it back. So now the shoulder looks like it's moving. Cool. Because I moved it. Of course the shoulder looks like it's moving. We also need to add the motion into the top spine bone. Just a teeny tiny bit of rotation. So that it looks like it's reacting to the arm moving. Okay, so I think a centipede or something would be a little bit easier because the legs just do the same motion over and over again. You just copy and paste that and time offset it as you go down. That's easy. That's freaking easy. It's when you have only a few and the legs perform different motions that it becomes a disaster. Don't mind the gun. The gun just does what it pleases. It's like a piece of paper. It just flutters down. It's fluttering down like a piece of paper. What kind of a gun is that? It's made of tissue paper. Oops. Okay, there's still some other motions I need to add to this hand. See, it's tilted forward here, and that shouldn't happen. Yeah, we'll see about squatting up in Fortnite. I'll have to download it. But we'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, so now, boom. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. For the last time, I'm Swedish. Oh, autosave. It's okay. Not bad. I think we need a little bit more spine movement in this beginning part. We just go this way. Oh no, the elbow. Where are you going? We need you to stay out here. There we go. Okay, we're gonna smooth the elbow motion because we need to, and a little smooth on that spine motion. Come on, Godzilla, quit having a headache. He's not having a headache. Go, gun, go. Just flip out. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the gun for a moment and actually do a little bit of camera motion, because that seems like a fun idea. So if I can make this shot look cool, let's see, about 35, no, 24. No, I don't have everything selected. 35, 24, okay. Take the shot from here. Actually need to turn another layer on. Boom. See that? That tells me where things need to be. It's so freaking useful. Alright. Let's keyframe this. Okay. So we go right here. Scooch forward. Scooch forward. Up a building as he pulls. So we're going to be pulling towards the building as we go. The work camera as well here. Alright, so the main motion is the camera moving towards. We're also going to have little motions spread out in there. So we're going to look up And then he comes down. We're going to stay looking up for at least a little bit. And then he comes down, crouching. Then we look back down. Keep him right there in that third area. And we're going to keep it tilted over here. And then up. Push it up. Ooh, that's a really fun question. Create one game. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I got two. I'll answer Quinn's question right after this one. If I can make one game. So, I really like the combat in the Stop Godzilla in Nier Automata. Like, that was just freaking fun. And let's see. Okay, see, I'm terrible at naming things. So let's say, that's such a hard question. I'd have to think about that for a bit if I could make one game. But let me see about Quinn's question. A film that I could have animated better. Changing the World for You, definitely. I could have done that one so much better. Okay, so that motion's too much. Let's bring it down. So the end here, let's simplify that. Let's look at it on the motion editor. Smooth it out a bit so it doesn't look so jittery. And then make it look jittery by adding jitter. Delicious. Oh yes, the rumble tumbles. The camera just doesn't know when to stop moving. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's add a little bit more jitter here and there. Yes, yes. Look at the gun flutter down like a freaking... I don't know. Oh, an actual... None? If I were to animate for actual Hollywood, it would look like crap. Because I still have a lot to learn. I am but a young grasshopper. Let's see how it looks with all the stuff. The cars are not necessary. Skybox is not necessary. Buildings are necessary. Okay. Now let's actually animate that gun. Also, oh my gosh. I love this scene build. It's so pretty. Oh, mountains. Anyways, let's not get distracted. Hide the buildings. Hide drive. Okay. Gotta unlock the deagle. Go to the exact frame. Oh wait, I'm finished doing the camera, so off. Alright, so now the deagle, the moment it is loosed. Let's actually remove these bookmarks. I don't need them anymore. Because the hand motion is pretty much done. Right here. Alright, there's the final pose. Right now it just falls very quickly, too quickly. What? How did How did scooching it move it downward? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, see the camera? Not visible. Alright, we don't need to worry. What are you talking about? What is going on? I think English is just English as English is. I'm not English. I know English. That's too long. Okay, good. Too short. Here's an idea. What if I just throw the gun off screen? Just away. Ooh, that's been pretty solid. Alright, let's bring it over here. I think that takes too long. That's too fast. I don't know if that trajectory is quite right. Out there. I don't seem to have any idea what's going on in the chat either. Someone needs to remedy this now. Oh, no, don't set it to overwrite. Don't set it to overwrite. There. Okay, now I can set it to offset. Okay, so let's do a half turn with the gun. Okay, see that right there? With the hand? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we're going to modify the hand. Luckily, we don't need to worry about the gun anymore since there is no gun in this hand anymore. It is gone. He's thrown it. That looks better. All right, we're starting to get there. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh. Autosave. Okay. I hate autosave. Have I made that clear yet? I hate autosave. It's so, but I love it. It's absolutely necessary. Okay. Throw the gun. Grab the building. Lift. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna look at this for a bit more and figure out if that's exactly what I want it to look like. I'm also gonna lean up in my chair. I'm slouching too much. Throw the gun. I think the gun throws still a little bit too fast. Just a little bit, though. Alright, I think that should do it for the gun. And I think that should actually do it for this shot, too. Well, this other hand could use a little bit of refinement. Let's do that. Oh, I haven't refined it at all. Oh, what am I doing? smooth that out so the hand has a little bit more of a settling. There we go. That should be... We don't need to worry about that shoulder too much because, well... maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I can't see it, but I should probably modify it anyways. Okay, goes in, grabs... Okay, this motion right here. Should rotate it up. Bada boom. You don't need to worry about the arm getting inverted, that doesn't matter. Cool. Smooth. Smooth. Double smooth. Let's add another smooth over here. Alright, looks pretty solid from this angle. Okay, I'm seeing some snapping going on. Did I? No, I think it looks alright. I think that'll do. So, throws the gun, grabs the building, building lifts out of the ground, and then he actually picks the freaking building up and throws it. Whoa. Freaking heavy building with Godzilla just still staring menacingly. What are you looking at? Okay. Throw. Alright. That animation needs to be retimed and whatnot, but actually, got about half an hour before I'm gonna shut this thing down. So I'm gonna reinsert everything into the scene and actually do some lighting. Let's just light the scene. Where'd my light go? Oh no, I just enabled lighting. New light. Yeah, okay. Yes, this Godzilla does in fact shoot lasers out of his mouth. So it's more like just a fire breath. Oh, wrong one. Alright, so I've already got the lighting scheme for this whole scene figured out. So I'm just going to set the upper limit for how far these lights go to 15,000 Z far, and max distance as well to 15,000. That way the light reaches the far end of this scene. A little bit of radius, linear, there we go. Make it really gross orange. Oh yeah, there will definitely be something under the building. In the next shot, when the building is actually lifted up, the ground will come out from underneath it. I've been doing a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, I've shown this earlier. I'm going to go to an earlier, much earlier shot. Actually, you know, let's just go to this long shot right here. No, that's not the right one. This one? Yes! So in this shot, Godzilla falls, and when he hits the ground, all the ground gets kicked up underneath him. It's going to hide all the particle effects. Just boom. Impact. So I'm going to have that kind of effect going for the earlier worked on shot with the building being lifted up. And when the building is actually in the air, there'll be dirt and stuff falling from the foundation. Okay, let's see. Back to lighting. We have our main light here. Oops, gotta be in here. I'm not yet working on ambient occlusion. Ambient occlusion is one of the last things that I do. Okay, so the shadow be right about there. That looks about right. I have to add some extra lights, so we're just gonna snip this one down a little bit. Wow. I just want to say, I ain't going for scientific accuracy. I'm going for what would be the coolest way for this fight to happen. Okay, so we got a volumetric light. Let's see how that looks. I have the shadow map resolution set to default right now because, let me tell you, working in 2 FPS is not easy. Alright, now we need our fill. I'm actually going to probably need to bring the res... no, 180 is too high, to 170. There we go. Disable shadows, maximum radius. We're actually going to bring the radius up above maximum to 150. Wabam! Alright. Intensity down. We're actually going to drag this further away so the light's more uniform. Ah, we got to bring this up again. 10,000. Max distance. Z far. 10,000. Alright, so everything has that slight orange-ish glow. Okay, so how does that look? The Eva's really, really shiny right now. I haven't gone through and edited the Eva's texture settings. I'm gonna revamp all the textures. I've finished most of the head at this point, but not the rest of it, so that'll have to wait. Ooh, I love this song. Okay, so just go down. See, disable shadows, make it orangish again. Z-far, max distance. This one is only for Eva. Who is where? There you are. Wait. Okay, this is hard to do sometimes with so many buildings. Okay, there it is. Gotta put this far enough behind so it doesn't affect any of the buildings too much. It can affect whatever it wants outside the frame, but that's fine. Okay, radius maxed. Shadows are disabled. Okay, so now we gotta finish up the background. We gotta do the same. Actually, I'll just bring this one up here because it's a copy of that. Let's just copy samples, paste. Alright, I'm gonna disable shadows. No, I want to disable volumetrics for a bit. What? Oh, right, copy and paste does that. Okay. Gotta light these buildings in the background a bit. Let's see, bring it down. No, not too far. Okay, I think what I need to do... No, we can't do that. Oh, I found the shadow. Yeah, there it is. There's a teeny tiny shadow on that building back there, and that's something that I want to maintain because it's there in earlier shots, so I want it to be visible in later shots. Actually, if I use this building, I could probably create that shadow again. Ha! There we go. I got it. Yeah, I've got the number over on another screen. Number of people watching. I could add a counter to the stream, but I think I'd just rather not do that at this point. Why are people calling each other thoughts over here? Come on, stop that. It's rude. Alright, I gotta enable volumetrics. I need to increase the volumetrics here. Alright. Now let's see. What else needs to be lit? It's too dark directly beneath the EVA, so let's fix that up. Okay, up, and disable shadows, radius. Let's not light the buildings across the EVA too much. Or I can just 170 the light FOV. Okay, bring the intensity down. Change the light color. Okay, our main focus here are those buildings across the way, these buildings back here. I want to make sure the EVA's well lit enough as well. Alright, we're going well so far, but what I think needs to happen, the lights in the back, the sunlight needs to be a bit brighter. Oh, I see. This light is interacting with the buildings. I don't want to do that. This light can't interact with where the EVA is. That's important. I want to make this really freaking bright, because in other shots it's really bright. Okay, I think I need another light. These buildings back here don't look quite obvious enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another light, put it behind these buildings. I need to make sure we are in front of this building I'm currently inside of. Nope, go forward, go forward. No, no, don't play. Stop. Too many key presses all at once. Got confused. Oh, I gotta stop pressing spacebar. Doesn't raise things up. Okay. I don't know if I could put the link up. I don't know. That's kind of like I have to. I don't have any bots that announce streams and stuff, so it'd have to be a manual thing, and I don't know if I'm gonna be around tomorrow, especially not tomorrow. But let's see about this. Okay. Here's a fun fact. You might be learning something here. Look out. Be careful. If you don't want to learn something, look away. I'm gonna be learning you something. So, I'm adding another light. But I don't want this light to affect the shadows of the two previous lights. These two lights. So, what I'm going to do, it's this one. I'm going to enable volumetrics. Keep the shadows on. And I'm going to push the volumetrics as high as I can while setting the intensity to as low as I can. So if the intensity is set really, really low, and I decrease the noise strength, increase the volumetric intensity, you can barely see the volumetrics. I bet on stream you can't see it at all. So I'm going to remap the slider range, set the volumetrics to 1000 as the max. Boom! There you have volumetric lights that don't cast any real light. It's a nice little trick I learned. Volumetrics don't tend to care about whether or not you actually have any light being emitted, which is really nice. Just need to figure out exactly where I want this volumetric to be. How's that? Okay, see how it looks with the other two lights. Render, 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 render. Alright, that looks pretty good so far. So right now, I think the orangeness is not intense enough. Oh, that's too intense. Should intensify the background orange. Yes, there we go. Okay, so let's see how it looks with the letterbox. Not bad. Gonna need to compare it to some earlier shots. Let's see about... Is it this one? Yes. That's not bad in comparison to this. Looks like it might actually be getting a little oranger. Yeah, that's too orange. Gotta tone it down a bit, just a little bit. So we got about 15 minutes before I'm gonna close up shop. Of course, I can always color correct it later on. So I think we can use these last 15 minutes. If you have any questions for me, I can see about answering what you got as I finish up dressing up this shot, which I'm gonna actually, because it's the first shot I've done the lighting on for the Eva's body in a while, I'm gonna get rid of that Fong. It's way too strong right now. There we go. Let's go with 0.02. Nah, 0.2. That should do it. Alright, let's see what we got. Is there anything else that I need to light up? Are you asking about the video or the stream? The VidWalker. Because the video, it's not even close to being done yet, so it's not going anywhere. As for the stream, it's gonna stay private. I don't think I'm gonna make it public anytime soon. Let's not intensify those shadows. See that dark spot right there? I don't really like that too much. Okay. Gonna avoid touching the buildings with this light. Disable shadows. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay, so yeah, the stream is gonna be probably privated. I don't think I'm gonna make it public for a while. If I do, it'd probably end up being on the Off the Books channel. I'm not doing anything with that channel right now. I see, I see. Well, you didn't miss too much. We just made this robot go from humping a building to actually trying to lift it. I think this lighting is about what I want to be at. Let's see. Shadow depth bias is good. Shadow depth bias. Shadow depth bias is this? No, that is 6. Oh, we gotta bring up that radius. Let's see. Render, render, render after you autosave, of course. Thanks, autosave. I love you. I'm gonna try to stream more often, like more than just like once in a blue moon. So there'll be that. I wanted to try to do all 3 shots that I was working on, trying to do today, which is these 3 brown ones, but I couldn't because this one shot took freaking forever. I guess I probably should have saved a copy of the EVA before and after animation. Oh, would have been cool. That's okay though. Throw the gun, grab a building, lift! How's that last frame look? That's what I want to know. Let's look. Render, 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 render. There we go. Looking pretty good. Alright. Let's take it one step further since we still got 10 minutes. Going to show the ambient occlusion. Radius down, bias up just a little bit. Strength up. Let's bring the radius up a little bit more. Right about there. Strength down, bias up. Okay, I use both the graph editor and the motion editor for animation. Graph editor, oftentimes I use it for the camera and blocking animation, like for instance in this other shot that I was going to work on. Eva lifts the building and see it's like slideshow. It's not actually a frame rate, it's actually totally smooth. It's just the actual animation of lifting up the building is really slow. And so I use this, when I do this, I use keyframes. So here's all the keyframes, pose to pose. Boom, 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 boom. As we go. So, and I clean it up with the motion editor. That's how it goes. Okay, let's see, what was I doing? Yes, I finished up the ambient occlusion, making it look all nice. The next thing I'm gonna do is show the focal plane. Focal distance, 400, no, 500. Let's just call it safe. There. Alright, so starting focal distance will be right there on the face, ending focal distance. So we don't get very much closer to Eva over the course of this shot, so that's good. Makes it easy. Aperture. Hide the focal plane. More or less, yeah. I do use a lot of smoothing to clean it up, but I also mostly do for smoothing the animation to make it go from a blocky to a linear form. I use the graph editor. So motion editor is mostly for getting those little tiny details in. So hey, would you look at that? That looks pretty solid so far. I think we can get away with making light 1 a bit more vibrant. And then toning down the shadows a bit more. I think... yeah, light 2 deserves to be a bit darker. Because I'm looking right there. It used to be like this. That's too bright. So gotta tone it down just a little bit. There we go. Let's see about this one. This one's on the Eva's body alone. Right about there should be good. Oh, that's not the right light. Don't edit that light. That's too bright. All right, there we go. Autosave. Look at you. You got good timing. I just finished doing something that I would immediately have saved. Just regardless. Congratulations, autosave. You're useless. See, I like that right there. You see that? Little light right here and right there. Kind of like glows. I really like that look. And if we look at the finished rendered shot, just wait for SFM to do its thing. Heck yeah. I like that look. I think it lines up with the original lighting fairly well. Alright, well. I honestly think that should probably do it. We still got about 6 minutes left. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask away. Do a little bit more cleaning up here and there. Aside from that, just about finished this shot. Nope. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Like, you're asking about the music in the background of the stream itself right now, the one that's playing? Just have YouTube playing in the background. Just hanging out over there. Simple as that. Alright. I'm just making sure there's nothing else I need to modify or edit. Yeah, I think that aperture is too high. Turn it down. Let's bring it all the way down there. Too much aperture will make these big guys look really, really tiny. Chill step. I mean, I've heard some good chill step. It's not stuff I'd listen to all the time, I prefer the kind of stuff that I'm listening to now. Hence why I'm listening to it now. Orchestra. Epic orchestra type music. That's the best. Let's see, it's compared to the opening shot. The shadows are a bit darker in this shot. Ah, that's okay though. Because now they're standing in front of a really bright building. So yeah, a really big focus of this video is on ensuring that the lighting is really, really bright and dark. Like the contrast in the lighting is like really immense. So like this shot, you got the really, really bright sunlight, and then the buildings right in front are actually really dark. They're only illuminated sort of by the passing volumetric light. Yes, 2 Steps from Hell. Freaking awesome. Audio machine. Really slow motion. And what else? Epic score. Tales of the Forgotten's got some pretty good stuff, as limited as their library is. Yes, Thomas Bergerson. Ah, yes. He's a legend. He's a legend. Alright, well, I guess I'm probably going to be closing up SFM in a moment. Because we are pretty much out of time. I was able to do all this in 2 hours. It's not bad, I'd say. Going from a blocked out, nearly finished animation and getting this. 5 frames per second. Let's close that. 7 frames per second. Disable the lighting. Alright, that's pretty good. Still got to do the fingers. That's fine. Alright, well. I'd like to thank everyone who showed up for showing up. Hope you enjoyed turning this robot from humping a building into lifting a building without any finger animation. It's alright. It's good. 2 hours. I like that. Feels good. Alright, well. Till the next time, I'll see you folks later. At the end of the song, too. Perfect.